hello students. In some previous videos, I've done a very brief introduction to Excel, its layout. I've done a little introduction to basic formulas, the main four functions, and I've also done a little bit of work on using some built-in functions of Excel for more complex equations. In this video, we're going to focus on some of those built-in functions that are really useful for the work that we're doing in statistics at year 7. So we're going to look at how we can speed up some of those calculations using a data set. So what I have on the screen at the moment is a data set. It's a numerical set of data, and it's supposed to represent 30 responses from a survey of year 7 students, let's say, and they were telling us at what age they started using social media. While that is not in itself important for the calculations, it is always good to understand what our data represents. Now, the three main things that we might want to look at to calculate, if you like, when we do numerical data are our mean, our median, and our mode. So let's put a little heading in for each of these over the side here. So I'm going to find my mean, I'm going to find the median, and I'm going to find the mode of this set of data. So first of all, the mean we know is the average. Now in that previous video, I talked about the average formula. So we're going to come over here and use the average. So equals to say that we're going to be doing a formula. Average is the start, so I'll choose that first one. And I simply want to choose the range of values, in this case the responses, and close my bracket and press enter. So I have a mean or an average of 10.7 for this set of data. And as we've also talked about, if I was to change one of these values, let's temporarily make this one extremely large, we will see that that mean or that average obviously recalculates. And that is again the power of using a program like this, a spreadsheet or something similar, that we don't have to recalculate everything if there's some adjustments. So that is our mean, it is the average, and we have seen that if you've been watching these videos previously. Now, the median. The median in statistics, of course, is the value that is in the middle of our data set. Now, for you to do this in your books, let's say, you would have to take this set of data. You would absolutely, first of all, have to put it into order, so from smallest to largest, and then you would have to start at either end, moving your way in towards the middle, until you have one central number, which is your median, or if you have two central numbers because you have an even set of data, which in this case we do, you would then have to find the average of those two numbers. Completely doable with 30 values, but if you had hundreds, if not thousands of values, that would be very impractical. But unsurprisingly, there is a formula for it. So we go equal, we start typing median, you'll see there is a built-in function. So we'll choose that function, and just like before, all it requires is a range of values. We do not need to put them in order. We don't really care about that. The computer does all that work in the background for us. So we'll close our bracket and press the enter key. And it has worked out that our median, our central number, is 11. Now, if you would like to go off and confirm that, like put these numbers in order, do your own working out, then average out the middle, you'll find that that is correct, but certainly a lot quicker just to put that formula or that function into Excel. And finally, we have the mode. The mode, of course, being the number or the value that appears most often, the highest frequency. And again, we would usually have to put that into a frequency table to find out which one is correct. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you have hundreds, if not thousands of responses, manually working out a frequency table is not all that useful. So we, surprise, surprise, have a built-in mode option. Now, it's not this first one, don't get confused with mod. This is for a division operation. It's these two here. And it has a multi and a single response. Okay, so multi would mean if you have more than one value with the same frequency that's the highest, it'll give you both results. If you choose the single option, it'll give you only one. Okay, now I'm going to choose multi. I don't expect to have two that are both the highest frequency here, but I'm going to use that just for the sake of it. Again, the main thing is that you give it a range of numbers, you close off your bracket and press enter, And there you go. It has given me the mode, the number with the biggest frequency. And all three of those calculations I can do extremely quickly without having to do any of the actual hard work myself. So those three options are available. Now, we have talked about in our class the option of range as well. We don't have a built-in range function. There's no one function that will tell me the range. It's actually reasonably easy, but I'm going to do that in a very small separate video if you're interested, because it involves a couple of other steps. So for now, there are your three most common statistics, at least at the assembly level anyway, that you would need to know.